No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Video Breakdown, and today I have Behind Blue Eyes Remastered. So I guess in tradition, I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it all looks like on the editing board. You know, as you can see, there's a lot of cuts, a lot of edits, a lot of, I guess, bullet points to talk about. Yeah. And looking back on it now, I probably wouldn't have done this much work in the past. But, you know, that's why I'm remastering these videos. So, I guess the first topic to talk about is song. Now, I didn't edit as much as you would think. I mean, I guess obviously, but you can see right here that really it's just the point where it starts is, you know, just a lot of mute right here. The point where it starts, it just, you know, goes from there, then it carries on. So it's not a lot of editing as far as the song goes, and definitely makes it a little more, I guess, cleaned up and whatnot. Something that's interesting about the video is the fact that it feels so familiar. You know, it's just like, I know this, but it's not the same as I remember it. You know, it's just like not quite the same. It's familiar, but not quite the same. Yeah, like I used like different footage, like right here. You know, I would have used a different clip, which I did use later on in the video, but that's beside the fact. But yeah, like just parts that feel familiar but aren't exactly the same. So, moving on, I have this clip right here, which is obviously from the original, just better looking. And when it gets to the, I guess, nitty-gritty, there's actually quite a bit of editing that goes on right here. I mean, first, you know, I got this whole part right here. This is where it pretty much starts. From it takes off right here, then it goes to here. But things I wanted it to be more cleaned up. So when it hits right here is when I want, you know, this lyric to happen. So when I cleaned it up, it, you know, looks much better. And of course, there's a lot of footage that's, you know, from the original, but, you know, I wasn't always able to get the right exact, you know, same editing, same like speed adjustments and stuff like that. So I just pretty much went with what I felt was best. And sometimes, mostly for the most part, it definitely turned out pretty well. Like right here, I feel like it turned out really well, as far as, you know, staying true to the original video, but also making it sort of its own, or, you know, making sure it still looks good. So right here is sort of one thing I had to, I guess, make a decision about, was either staying true to the original video or doing, you know, my own new take on it. And I definitely like this whole part right here in the sort of the original video. Like, this is the original, pretty much the original footage, but, you know, up-resed. And I decided that to stay to what I thought was best and use this new footage, even though it's very, you know, it's not, it's, if you see the where it cuts, you know, it's very close to where the other one was taking place, if I'm making any sense there. But you can see, it's, you know, I like this whole, like, panning to his to Vegeta, the finger right there, stuff like that. So, and I guess going back again, you know, it's familiar, but it's not quite the same. Like this whole part right here where Vegeta is great ape. And also tying into that, it's pretty similar the way this whole thing plays out right here. If you look at the side by side, if you compare, the original video to this one, it's like, it's almost like a clone of this right here. So
none of my pain and woe can show through.
So I had to do a little bit of editing right here. So this pretty much is like one clip. It's pretty much one clip. It's just been edited right here to signify the punch right there. I mean, it goes to like right there to flash, flash, and that's when Vegeta gets hit, and then it cuts to, the slow motion kind of punch. And it looks really awesome. So side by side and comparatively, it just looks very similar and very homely, if that makes sense. And I've always liked this whole part right here.
But my dreams, they aren't as empty.
Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but this whole part right here, these two, and that's not really two, but it's one clip, really. It's just been edited right there to signify the right moment. But this whole part right here, this one clip right here was really tough to find. I mean, it's not physically hard to find, I guess, but I was trying to find the right footage for this part, but I wasn't finding it. And I don't know why. It was the hardest one to the entire video. This little stupid little clip right here, and I still don't know if I like it entirely, but it's I think it works all right. But it was just like crazy because this was like the last, like literally the last part of the video, and I had to find something for this, last minute and everything. So it was just kind of an odd thing to have to find. So, I try not to use too much of the two newest movies, which is Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, because I wanted to keep true to the original video where I was just using, Dragon Ball Z, the TV series stuff at the time, and I was trying to stay true to that, but I felt like also, this is sort of the new video. It's 2 years from now. It's 2 years later, and I could probably swing this and whatnot. And I've always liked this clip right here too, because it's like Vegeta is. I mean, in the original video, he's being attacked by, or he's attacking Cell, like just kind of like this, like just the same way almost, except now it's Vegeta who's being attacked. Sort of just a geek thing, I guess. Yeah, and it's really funny because the original, this whole part right here, that whole part right there is just, it's very action-packed, compared to the original video. It's just Vegeta with his hand from that point to this point, and it's just kind of a funny contrast to see how even though it's just like a couple of seconds, it's still like crazy action and whatnot. So it's just a funny contrast between the two videos. And yeah, so yeah, like you can see right here, there's a lot of clips that are you remember them from the original video, but they're not I guess in the right place for that, if that makes sense. And they're just kind of utilized in different areas where I felt like they were, I guess, not for the best, maybe. I mean, I do like them where they are, but it's not just quite the same as the original video. And this part right here, this clip isn't. I mean, it's not very, I guess, relevant, but it's still really funny to me. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know, cracks me up. Sort of like the comic relief of the entire video, and yeah, it looks good, and it fits with the lyrics and everything. So I think it fit well. And he kind of like, it's kind of fun because he seems like he's kind of dancing to the music. Yeah, so one of the things that was really of all the things that was really kind of bugged me with the editing was this whole part right here, because I feel like I could have done a little better. And what I really wanted to have was Vegeta. I mean, he goes from, normal when he's powering up to Super Saiyan, but for the lyrics, down my throat, and then the throat's right here. What I really wanted to have, it was like, him popping out like that as soon as it says throat. So, I'll play it back. Put your finger down my throat. And, once again, I guess, new footage, but also, there's a lot more editing, obviously, and, I can definitely see that my mistakes in the past are laziness or something, because, not a lot of editing going on, but there's a lot of footage that just, I felt fit really well with the lyrics and the song and everything, and the theme. So, and like this part right here is definitely what I was going for with that lyric. Keep me warm, let me wear your coat. So coming to a close here. So what's really interesting about these three clips is the fact that they're all, before the final cut, or the final, whatever you want to call it, final draft, these three clips were actually in different order. So I had, let's see, what did I have? I had this clip right here, over here, this clip right here, here, and this one over here. So, and it was just, what I did was I changed one clip, and I decided that looked really good, and I changed the other two clips in different places, and it really changed the feel of the video itself. It was really amazing to see how crazy, how much change can happen in just three clips, and it kind of sort of put a new perspective on the whole thing, on the whole video, and I just like the opposite effect of the lyrics, right here. To be the bad man. It says like to be the bad man, and it's like Vegeta, who gave his life to save the world and whatnot. And that's one of the things I tried to portray Vegeta as the hero. And then to be the sad man, and he's like, glad to give his life. Man. And it's just kind of an interesting thing to just change a couple of clips in different orders, and then just make it so much more interesting, and gives a new context for the entire video, and sort of puts a twist on the video as well. It's like you're expecting one thing, you're getting another. So there's that. And at the end, I would have put some footage right here, but staying true to how my editing style is now, and everything I've built up with Dantaku.com, it's sort of like now I put the end slate when I want to, but pretty much towards the end, and when I found the right moment, and I thought right here was perfect, so I decided to put it right there. I was kind of debating putting some footage right here, just kind of like, I don't know, joke of myself, I don't know, but it was, I tried to make it, I guess professional, if you will, so I think it turned out really well. I had a blast making this video, some annoying things, obviously, but that's always gonna happen, and it just looks so much better, quality-wise. Quality, obviously can be the editing. There's more more edits and more cuts. It's not as sporadic and erratic and whatnot with speeding up, slowing down stuff. So it looks more clean, if you will. And just resolution-wise alone, it's just that whole thing. I could have just remade the video with the same like edits and everything, but just different, like better quality, and it would have been awesome because the quality is just so much better. If you look at it like, you know, side by side, original and remastered, it's just like beautiful looking. So yeah, it was just awesome to make, and I hope to do many more of these in the future. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.